Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello friends, my name is Rafli Eka Saputra. I'm from SMKN 1 Kota Bekasi. I'm 17 years old and in this video I want to tell you how to remote remote Ubuntu server in PNetLab application. Memangnya apa sih remote server itu? Remote server itu merupakan suatu teknologi di mana kita bisa dapat mengakses ataupun mengakses ataupun melakukan konfigurasi dari server tersebut tanpa kita harus berada dalam jaringan yang sama, tanpa menggunakan kabelan, tanpa harus ke tempat servernya. Coba dicontohkan apabila kita harus meremote server yang ada di Bekasi, tapi kita adanya di Bali. Kita harus bolak-balik apabila server itu membutuhkan sebuah akses dan untuk dilakukan konfigurasi ataupun maintenance. Berarti kita harus bolak-balik ke Bali, ke Bali, Bekasi terus menerus. Oleh karena itu, adanya teknologi remote server agar orang-orang lebih mudah untuk mengakses servernya dan juga menghemat biaya apabila server tersebut harus membutuhkan akses. Oleh karena itu, pada kesempatan kali ini kita akan mencoba untuk meremote Ubuntu server di dalam PNetLab dengan menggunakan aplikasi putih. Memang aplikasi remote server itu hanya putih saja? Tidak dong. Aplikasi remote server itu banyak sekali. Contohnya seperti putih, Mobile Extreme, TeamViewer, dan lain-lainnya. Before we go to PNetLab and remote Ubuntu server, we must to start VM PNetLab in VMware Workstation Pro application. For start is click in this icon or in this wait a minute for booting PNetLab VM in this time. And if already like this, we must to log in our PNetLab because we have to make PNetLab VM. For user, we use root and the password sesuai dengan apa yang sudah kamu buat saat kamu membuat PNetLab-nya itu. Di sini saya menggunakan 1. Jika tampilannya sudah begini, we get IP address in PNet 0, we copy IP in PNet 0. Because IP in PNet 0 is 192 and point 168.1.18. We go to this. Jika tampilan sudah begini, we have to go website in website of Pinet Lab, we must to log in. If we want go to dashboard Pinet Lab. For username, we choose admin and password is Pinet. For console, we choose HTML console only. And don't forget to isi captcha-nya 4. And if jika sudah begini seperti ini, we choose login or we click login. And we have go to dashboard of our Pinet Lab. If it like this, we go to menu device menu, and for we will to install Ubuntu server. How to install Ubuntu server in Pinet Lab? We click the get device and we wait the process installation of Ubuntu server. Processing it like 5 or 10 minutes for installation Ubuntu server. We wait this. Still waiting for installation Ubuntu server. If the text turn green, the mean is we has to install Ubuntu server. And the next step is we go to main menu for add the new lab. Why we must to add a new lab? Because if no we if we have not a new lab, we cannot add new node and add a new network for Ubuntu server. The name is roughly Eka Saputra. No. The name I changed to remote Ubuntu server roughly. If already like this, we go to add for new lab. And if we have to enter the workstation for the workspace from Pinet Lab or Pinet Lab and other lab, we go to click right in your mouse or touchpad and we choose node and choose Docker.io. The image change to Ubuntu server and the name change to Ubuntu Server 2. Ubuntu Server 2. For icon, we choose Linux Server. In search, we write server and choose server Linux. If already like this, we choose select, and for Ethernet, we change to 3. For Ethernet 1 static IP, I choose because I don't know the laptop get how number IP address in my laptop. I will to control panel and to go to sharing network and sharing center, and we choose change adapter option. If we can go to network connection, we go to wireless or Ethernet, turn right, we click right and to go to detail. And because know, now I know I have to IP address is 192.168.1.12, and for default gateway I get 192.168.1.1. And because that for default route I choose same like IPv4 default gateway, and that is 192.168.1.1. For static Ethernet 1, we choose like same network, but not same in behind. And the IP address is I choose 192.168.1.27/24. For the Ethernet, the second Ethernet static IP, I choose same network only, but not same network. I choose IP private, and the IP private is 100. My IP private in Ethernet 2 is 192.168.100 say 127.1.24. For primary console, I choose Telnet, but for secondary console, I change to SSI. And don't forget to fill the DNS. And the DNS is I choose DNS from Google, and the DNS from Google is 8.8.8.8.8.8. If we're already like this, we go to save for make the Ubuntu server. And after that, I want to start. No start. But we need to add a new network for the internet, and we choose for type is management cloud again. After that, we must do connection between internet, go to Ubuntu server. For interface, in this video, I choose Ethernet 1, and if already like that, we go to save. If the appearance like this, we go to start the Ubuntu server. For check. The first step, for the first step, we must to check how many IP address we get in Ethernet 1. For the command, if config eth1, and you can see the IP address is 192.168.100.1.1.70.27, and we go to check for Ethernet 2. We get 192.168.127.1. And the next step, we must to check gateway from our default route from Ubuntu server. The command is ping 80 pin 8 1 ping 8.8.8.8. And if the appearance like this, the mean is we have the gateway have to running. Artinya yaitu default route-nya atau gateway-nya sudah berjalan dengan baik. And for the next step, kita akan ping ke dalam google.com untuk memastikan if Ubuntu server get the internet connection. And the command is ping google.com. Apabila tampilan sudah seperti ini, berarti Ubuntu server kita sudah mendapatkan internet akses dari laptop kita yang dihubungkan ke Ubuntu server kita. Langkah selanjutnya, the next step is we go to update the packet of Ubuntu server. Before that, we clear the command and we write apt update for update package from Ubuntu server, and wait until that finish. After that, we must do the next step is we must to install SSH server. Karena apa? Apabila kita nggak install SSH-nya ini, kita nggak bakalan bisa untuk nge-remote Ubuntu server kita menggunakan SSH, yaitu menggunakan putih. Dan di dalam putih ini ada banyak sekali. Dan di video kali ini kita akan melakukan remote dengan SSH. Tapi kalau misalnya SSH-nya kita nggak download di Ubuntu servernya, maka kita tidak dapat melakukan remote server yang ada di Pinet Lab ini ke putih. The command is apt install SSH. And if nothing question if we get the question is, do you want to continue? Yes. And click enter. And still wait until finish After that, the next is we go to putih application. Nah, but before that, we must to copy or we must to know if config ETH1. How the IP address? How many IP address? 192.168.127. For the port, we choose port 2022. And for connection type, because we want to remote server with SSH, we must to choose SSH. And after that, we go to open. Apabila ada peringatan seperti ini, kita accept aja. We click accept. After that, we login. With what? Gimana? Kita aja belum mikir apa-apa. And kita berarti akan login menggunakan admin. Login as admin. And the default password is admin2. Nah, apabila tampilannya sudah seperti ini, we must to enter the command is sudo min I, or we go to admin. Nah, we go to with your user admin. From user admin, we go to user root from remote Ubuntu server. After that, we must to edit file sshd config. And for editing file sshd config, the command is nano. No. We must to go back to Ubuntu server in PinetLab, and we write the command is nano slash etc slash ssh slash sshd underscore config, and we search for permit login prohibit password, and this. In this line, we click ctrl-k. After that, we click to ctrl-u. After that, we delete the hashtag and the prohibit password in second line for permit login permit root login. And we change to yes. After that, we click ctrl and X and click yes. The next step, we must go to root the sudo password, the password of root. We must to change or we create the password from user root. The command is sudo passwd root. New password itu bebas. Di sini saya menggunakan satu saja agar mudah. And in retype new password, we retype password before that. After that, we must to slash etc slash init. We must to write slash etc in Ubuntu server slash etc init.d slash ssh restart. If the appearance like this, we must to or in this we must to slash attaches this init dot ps with ssr restart. The comment is like this. Okay. Restarting OpenBSD secure shell server SSHD and the status is okay. After that, the last step is we want to remote with user root dengan user yang sudah kita buat tadi, yaitu user root. For IP address, same. Kita menggunakan 192.168.1.27. Portnya juga sama dan juga connection type-nya pun kita juga harus sama, yaitu SSH karena kita akan meremote dengan menggunakan SSH. But for login we must to what the user is root, and for password kita masukkan password yang tadi sudah kita bikin. Jika sudah seperti ini, berarti tandanya kita sudah berhasil untuk meremote server Ubuntu server from SSH in PuTTY application dengan Ubuntu server yang ada di Pinet Lab. Mungkin cukup sekian in my videos. I will say sorry if banyak kesalahan dari saya, and I will say thank you for your time because you have to see my videos. Cukup sekian. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.